The date is still January 20th, and the lawyers of the 3 remaining girls of Kara who did not want to be with DSP released a second statement from those girls, saying in short that the loss of faith in our company is what hurts us the most, the contract turned into a registration form, and the company had no rights to make deals in Japan. Then Nicole's mom tweeted. Always Twitter with these controversies. Always Twitter. Like, I don't understand. She said that the other parents of Kang Jin-young and Sung Yeon would not crumble under the weight of lies, and they see no other option at this point. And even though supposedly Yurakara was still in the midst of filming, representatives of the TV show decided that they would go ahead and show what episodes they had done already. I think it was just so they wouldn't worry the fans in Japan. Also important to know, like TVXQ, while there is obviously discomfort among the members, there is no discord. They are getting along fine, and having been in Japan for as long as they were, they found a strengthened friendship within themselves as a group, and so, if anything, the reason for this whole debacle is not having anything to do with the members themselves. The next day, January 21st, DSP released another statement trying to reassure fans while Kara's composer refused to work with Kara if it wasn't all 5 members, obviously. That's like saying you only want the outsides of an Oreo cookie. It just isn't that good. DSP had a meeting with 3 girls' parents, but neither sides would say what was discussed other than what Nicole's mom had previously said, which was that after all the blood, sweat, and tears that their kids went through, they are still being shed while DSP is reaping the benefits. However, Sun Yeon's dad expressed the wishes that all 5 girls should remain together. But meanwhile, I guess Gyuri and Guhara were feeling the same because they weren't just sitting around doing nothing. They, especially Gyuri since day 1, had been attempting to convince the other 3 girls to return to DSP, saying our team cannot break up because if we do, we will all fail together. And it seems as though their attempts were not totally in vain, which is good. The other 3 members, according to Landmark, felt the same as did their parents, and wanted to remain a 5-member group, but not with DSP, because the parents still couldn't trust them and sent the message, DSP, stop trying to divide the members, because apparently the company kept intervening, calling the members personally and deliberately trying to divide them up. But they said that their activities are first and foremost, their grudges with the company are second, which is very mature. Applause for that. On January 22nd, it was reported that Nicole's mother was leading the whole controversy. TV report said that Ji-young and Sun-yeon especially had a high chance of canceling their contract terminations, but it seemed as though Nicole and her mother were not relenting at all, thereby hinting that if anyone were to be leaving, it would be Nicole. Gyuri never participated in the lawsuit, while Guhara dropped out moments after reports were made. While Sun-yeon is expected to follow the two, many are speculating that Ji-young will return as well. The problem remains with Nicole, as Nicole's mother uploaded the series of tweets that referred to Kara members as her loving daughters, but also badmouthed DSP media. Double-edged sword. After, it grew into a controversy and the tweets were promptly deleted, but, too late now. Guhara also revealed that she had no idea about the contract terminations, leading many to doubt whether all the members even agreed to this. So I guess it's not so 4 against 1 now, huh? It's like a blob of... I don't know, I was confused by this point. So, because of her mother, Nicole is taking the heat, and even DSP said that if worst comes to worst, Nicole would be taken out of the group and a new member added in her place. And it would be hard for Nicole to even sign with another agency because of how disagreeable her mother seems to be. And, well, who wants to work with that? Of course, supposed ringleader Shirley Kim, Nicole's mother, made a statement saying, well, not much at first. Reporters called her and she said, I have nothing to say, I'm speaking through my legal representatives. And attempted to hang up the phone until reporters mentioned that a rumor saying that the person from the other entertainment agency that wanted Kara was a close friend of Nicole's mom, to which she went batshit crazy, yelling in the phone, I have a friend that is in commerce and a friend that owns a hospital. If I'm sick, who will I go to? Obviously the friend in the hospital. The person that works in the entertainment industry is my friend of 19 years. Isn't it obvious that I'd want to go to him to discuss what's been happening? And at the mention of this person offering a new contract worth hundreds of thousands of dollars, she replied that the rumor makes absolutely no sense. And while Nicole's mom was being like that, Sunyeon and Jiyoung's fathers negotiated privately with DSP Media, but the contents of the conversation were not revealed. Meanwhile, while all of this is going on, poor Guhara had to leave Seoul and go back to her hometown because her great aunt passed away. Like, how sad is that? You can't ask for that to happen at a worse time. Like, your career and your personal life are going to hell. That's really sad. I feel bad, and others did too. They showed their sympathy, and you know, they sent their support and everything. So, and then 3 days of silence, nothing. And then it was reported on January 26th that the 3 members had been working on trying to come to a mutual agreement and solve the current controversy. They revealed their demands. At the moment, they were under DSP contract for 3 or 4 more years, but they wanted it shortened to July 2012 instead. Why so specific? Because that was the same time that their contract with Universal Japan ended. And I don't really know why they wanted that to end. I think it was because, you know, because of Japan, this whole thing was all fucked up. So I think they wanted to have them re-sign with a different company, but I'm not sure. They also requested a more professional management team as well as a transparent accounting system. And overall, they want a new system whereby their legal representatives could participate in the group's accounting and contract audits. And this all goes over my head because I'm an English major, not an economics major. And finally, on January 27th, after DSP sent Landmark a proposal and the 3 members, their parents, and DSP representatives had an 8-hour meeting, Kara agreed to remain a 5-member group and will work together to continue their previously scheduled activities. However, the results of the issues discussed and their plans of the future meetings were not determined. I mean, I guess it's better than nothing. But it would seem as though, for now at least, in Japan, things are back to normal. Kara commenced with their previously scheduled Japanese schedule, left for Japan on February 3rd, their first public outing since this controversy, to finish filming Yurikara, because they only had 4 episodes, and arrived in Japan reportedly with locked arms and hands held, showing their unity. But Sunyeon and Jiyoung's parents went with them to monitor them from a far-off range, like not up their butts, just making sure everything was okay from far away. They told their Japanese fans that they will stay together as a 5-sum on their Japanese fan site, and their previously scheduled concert on March 20th in Osaka, Japan, sold tickets on January 29th online, and then sold out in 10 seconds, reportedly. So apparently, Japan doesn't care about all this controversy, but as far as things go, it seems up until March 20th, 2010 is when their scheduled activities end. So afterwards, it's really hard to say. And what can we make of all this, me talking consistently for about 20 minutes, which was really tough to condense it all into 20 minutes because it was literally just 8 days that all this happened. We quit. No, we don't really. Well, we're gonna go until everything is over. Then we're gonna talk. It's just, I would think Landmark took advantage of the girls a little bit because as soon as reports got out that Guhara was going to leave DSP, she was like, wait a minute, what? And she retracted that. So it seems like there's some sort of corruption going on with both DSP and Landmark. The girls clearly want to stay together. Nicole's mom, I don't really know what to make of her. She seems very demanding and, I don't know, like a stage mom, kinda. I don't know. It's hard to make sense of this whole thing when it's not even resolved yet. So, I don't know. Like, they just need to figure it out. They'll figure it out. They have to figure it out. Eventually. I'm just hoping they don't become the second TVXQ. The circumstances are scarily similar, but nothing set in stone quite yet. I'll keep you guys updated, but for now you just got a very condensed version of the contents of what happened in a week and a day. And while it seems like in that span of time not much could happen, believe me, when you are a K-pop star at the height of your career in Japan and Korea, anything can happen, and so much happened that I need an aspirin now. I'm going to go and get myself medicated. You're welcome.